Right guys, it's now, right, we now got to put our centre scribe on. So, these are all square. I find leaving the lines this way sometimes gives you a better impression when you come to scribe rather than cleaning it off, but I do that as well. Right, now I use that layout die a lot, but personally I've found for scribing these bevels, that the silver, when you've scribed it, the black's better, it stands out more for me. So for this here, when I'm scribing it out for cutting the blank out, I find the layout die is great, but for scribing the lines, so you're left with your mill or just under for each treat. The black's better, these Sharpies, and they were doing a deal at Asda on these. I think they've stopped it now, because these are quite dear. They're normally about £5, and they were doing a deal on Asda and they were £1, so I bought 5. That should last me a long time. So I got 5 for the price of 1 really, which pleased me. So what we'll do now is I'll show you how I'll go about this. I was going to get a height gauge for this process, and then, for the 80 quid, or some I found 50, but for the digital one that I want, I mean, to be honest, for what it is, these calipers just work great. I'll just keep that one particular set for scribing. And then I'll keep this set for measuring. So I think these are 4mm this time. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so we want, they do play up these ones, and that was another reason why I kept them for that. But for this process they're ideal. There we go. Okay. Zero that, and we'll go just 2mm. So that'll give me my centre. And I want to leave a little bit more on that, so we'll try that. Let's have a look. Also I want to know, 2 seconds, where my, I want to know where my little one has gone of this. I can't bloody find the thing. I normally keep it just there, but do you think I can find it? I don't know what I've done with it. Right, it's a bit not as cumbersome as this one. Right, and what I want to do now is I want to find out where my plunges are going to start from. So I'll use the square for this, and I also use this then for my swedge at the top. Oh, this is hard work with this one. The little one's perfect for it. Dear. Normally I put it in the voice, which helps, but I wanted you just to see how I do it. If I can't, I'm going to have to just put it in the voice and move the camera. That should do it. It's only a rough. Right, I want that there. That one there, and this one will be a little bit closer. Oh, did I come back on them plunges? I did, didn't I? Yeah, we'll start at the line with this one. That'll be just right, but we want the swedges now, and also see what this turns out like first. Just go very lightly. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Just want to have a look at this. Right, I need to come in just a little bit more than that. Let's try that. That should be about right. A little bit wider. just over a mil. Let's try that. I'll just do this one, I'll bring you along for the other one when I know this one's as I want it. Yeah, this is perfect, I'll show you now. Okay, so that's, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this. There's your centre line, we'll do it on this one now. There's your, where you want your plunges to start. Just take your calipers. I'll sharpen the ends of these, which helps a lot. They were a nightmare before I did that, to be honest. Oh, my batteries just fell out. What? There's me mill. You can see that. Nice and equal. I need a little bit more than that on the swedge. So, I'll do this one as well. Works a treat, this does, to be honest. I probably will get a night gauge at some point, but for now, there's no need really. This does what I want it to do. It's just, you know, you need that centre line in them. Well, I do. Right, we want to go a little bit bigger now for this. So, for this swedge. Let's have a look. Also now I need to know where I want my swedge to end. So I'll put my thumb here, because this is where my jimping will end. And then I want the swedge to end about there. So I've just put a very light mark, if I can find it. There we go. And we'll take our scribe. We'll just screw that on. Yeah, okay. We'll do the same with the other one, and then we'll about there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So dear. What I'll do now is we'll just mark that, and I'll use this end, because my swedge is a bit different than just straights, but it gives me an idea how thin I want this to come down to in the middle, because I do like an in and out with my swedge. Yeah, that's great. Okay, the same for this one and the same for the other one. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm just resting it on, and then I'm going to fuck this up now, just pulling it down, see, and then that'll give you that. You know, it's all equal and perfect then. This one's going to have a swedge and all. I'm going to make this one just a little bit wider for this one, and we're going to start it there, about the same, bit thinner than that. Okay. Okay. And I'm using, there we go, for that one. You see it? Ah, there we go. See what I mean now? And then I can use my little square just to end that, so I know where to stop to, which it helps me a lot. Okay, so you got your little line then as my cut off point, because also it'll have a little bit of jimping, this will, and all. So where have I been putting it? It's just on the end of these, so put a little, I only want a tiny little swedge off the end on this one. So if we come from about there, whoop, right, that'll give me my little swedge on the end where I want the little tiny mean swedge. That'll tell me where I want my jimping to start, and then this will tell me where I want it to end, which helps. Well, it does for me. I know a lot of people do this stuff by eye and stuff like that. You know, the reference points help me, so then I know it starts there, I want it to end there, which is great, and my little swedge there, I might bring it back up just a little bit more actually, that one, just a tad. It's a little bit bigger, this knife, so yeah, we'll start the swedge from that second one. Right, so we've got our scribe lines. For our point of reference to know where to come down to. You know, you don't want to be going over them. So you've got enough meat left for each treat. You probably leave a little bit more than this, but I probably won't go right to these. I'll probably just go off them, and then when I come, you know, come back to grind after the heat treat, I'll then bring them down to these, and then that's enough left then for me. I'll probably go just a little bit past this, and then I'll put my secondary on for the hollow. So okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut you off now, and I'll set up this contact wheel and we'll start hollow grinding.